Hello, Gemini. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading focusing on the Divine Masculine here. So let's go ahead and grab some insight here for you. General advice as always, guys. So what is your masculine thinking about? I'll be pulling initially from the Relationship Design cards by Sister Moon Tarot. So let's go ahead and grab some insight here for you, Gemini. And then we'll grab a dialogue message to go along with this one. So we do have triggers coming through: shadow, rejection, and abandonment. So let's go ahead and grab a dialogue card from my Thinking Man Oracle deck to go along with that triggers message. And you could, of course, be cross-watching for a Divine Masculine representing Gemini. So these shadows could be triggering a masculine. Look at this. It says we tried. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot. So it's one of those situations where maybe somebody didn't give their all in the partnership. It's like maybe, yes, you guys tried, but maybe they didn't try hard enough. They could also, if you relate to this, Divine Feminine, your masculine could have rejected you. But it could also be the other way around, where they're triggered by the breakup, perhaps, or the separation, if you rejected your masculine. So it really depends on how that makes sense for you. So we do have the Seven of Wands popping up in the reverse here. So with that card coming up in the reverse, this is telling us that maybe your masculine gave up. Somebody gave up here. It is dealing with a person whose confidence was either lacking or it was destroyed by something that happened in the partnership. This could also be someone who's feeling overwhelmed at this point in time. It could be these triggers that are overwhelming your masculine. Look at this. We've got conflicts popping up, Five of Swords. So Five of Swords represents tension in the partnership. There could have been something that happened here between the two of you that created some pretty trying moments. Sometimes the Five of Swords can represent a person that was sneaking around, trying to get away with stuff. Let's see. So that could have ultimately been the reason why you broke up. Look at this. You do have the Sun coming through here, Divine Feminine. And what this is telling us is maybe at one point in time you guys were very happy with the connection. I'm ultimately feeling here we might have a masculine who's still wanting to try again, perhaps. Look at this. We do have the Three of Pentacles, and that's followed up by the Four of Wands. This could be a twin flame connection that's currently in separation. Divine Masculine having to really figure out their triggers. They could possibly benefit from doing some shadow work here to heal certain behaviors that create these conflicts for them. And with the Sun right in the middle, maybe there's the opportunity for you guys to still work this out where everything can still fall into place. But it really comes down to this. Two people who are working together. Without that teamwork, the foundation that's picking up off of this Four of Wands can be a little bit rocky. But this is telling us the progression of these cards, that there's a possibility that you guys can strengthen that foundation and come back into union. This, of course, represents a very celebratory type energy. There could be a future reunion, a future marriage here. It's a cause for celebration with that card. So harmony can be restored. All right, so let's go ahead and grab another batch of cards here and see what else needs to come forward from the Divine Masculine for Gemini. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. We have at odds, fighting, differences, separation. So this really is confirming the distance between the two of you, that you are at odds with one another, that there are definitely tensions and conflicts in the relationship. So that's reiterated right there. Let's go ahead and clarify. Oops, let me grab another dialogue card actually for Gemini to go along with this card. Ooh, look at this one. I mean, obviously take that if it makes sense. It does say leave him. So I'm just kind of getting a possible third-party situation. Maybe Divine Feminine, you are either married or taken, and we might have a third party saying leave him, or it could even be a spouse. You know, it could be a boyfriend, a significant other that's telling you to leave somebody. But I'm feeling, truly, it's like a love triangle situation going on. So let's go ahead and grab some clarifying messages from the Celestial Cosmos Tarot. This is my new one for Gemini. So some tough messages presenting itself here. We do have two people who are at odds, who are in separation from one another. And we have a masculine speaking up to leave a particular someone. We do have the Knight of Wands coming in as being very charming, you know, but the Knight of Wands is also known to be a free spirit in that they're not really looking to commit or to stick around. You know, they're wanting those adventures. I mean, lots of exciting adventures, never a dull moment, but they can be non-committal at the end of the day. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Empress. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be the Taurus here. Fertility, abundance. I mean, it can represent pregnancy. So some of you guys could have already had a child or children with a masculine. Somebody could have gotten pregnant as a result of a third-party situation. Or you already had other obligations as far as family and other relationships, and there could have been a third-party involvement here. Let's see what else. What else for Gemini? We do have the Page of Wands presenting itself here. Creative spark, limitless potential. So the Page of Wands is coming in with this very enthusiastic discovery type mentality. They can be very warm, they can be very ambitious, but they also tend to sometimes get distracted. So through that distraction, and then you combine that with the non-committal type energy from the Knight of Wands, this could have been a divine masculine who just wasn't able to give you, perhaps Divine Feminine, what it was that you needed. Some of you could be a Virgo or dealing with a Virgo here. So I'm interpreting this more so on behalf of the feminine, where you could be in hermit mode, Divine Feminine, not interacting with your masculine. You guys are in separation. You guys are at odds with one another. And part of the reason why you might be isolating yourself is because you might already be involved in another relationship. And you could have somebody here, you know, telling you, it's like, leave him, be with me. We've got the Six of Wands. And then we've got the Seven of Cups. So here's the thing, especially Divine Feminines, I feel. You have the capability to choose who it is that you want to be with. Because there's a couple of scenarios presenting itself here, coming through with two people and a choice that you ultimately need to make. we've got a masculine speaking up, telling you to leave one situation to be with them. So you got to be mindful. Is this situation going to end up uplifting you, taking you down a path where you can be happy? Or are you just getting yourself involved in somebody that's not able to give you the strong foundation that you're looking for in a partnership? You know, because at the end of the day, look at this. We've got the Six of Pentacles. This is about giving and receiving. There's somebody here who's incapable of giving you as much as they take. And that creates an imbalance. But we do have a masculine here who continues to think about you. They're feeling very nostalgic about the memories. But the complication here, and why you guys continue to be in a separation, is because there could be other people that are involved here. It doesn't just involve the two of you. There's somebody else. Okay, guys, so hopefully that makes sense for somebody. But the advice here is to choose what feels right for your heart, basically. You've got options here. All right, Divine Feminine, so I'll leave it there for this one. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. See you next time.